Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it... Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Laporta. They're trying to get to it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best.
And they're on him. Down he goes. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Laporta. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Got a man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're going to throw it again. He's got it down the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. Breaks the tackle. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. It's complete to the right.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Got his man to the left. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to bully their way in. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a... This has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Pulled and fired complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They go to the ground. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Second down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Laporta. He's got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Motion from the offense. They'll throw on third and short. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On second down, he's looking downfield. Dances away to buy time. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Amato. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. On second down, they'll take to the air. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The aerial assault continues. He's got the tight end. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Brings up second and goal. Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Astronauts. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Laporta. Got his man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And that's a first down for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through the tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Running with power. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. They bring the punter onto the field now. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they got him for the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. From the gun, running back on the move. Makes one man miss. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Running it back, it's Hobbs. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Ball still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Laporta, feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's right on target. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch, called for and made. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from El Paso. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's McKay. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Looking for a block. It's Hobbs. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to go up top on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon when the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Wide out in motion. Looking downfield, it's Laporta. It's complete to the left. Fighting off the defender. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hobbs. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Temple looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Owls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least.
Pulls it in. It's McKay.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He makes the connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll throw it on first down. He makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. They'll go right back to the run. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Slips one guy, and now he's loose.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Laporta. Throws toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone. It's McKay. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. And now on second down for this offense. Trying to get to him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He spins that thing down the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's caught. Touchdown. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using the quick game.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end.
You got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Getting some heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it, and you have so much confidence.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. At the 40, there he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs through a tackle. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Good enough for a first down.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.